City of colorful architecture, cute tiled facade to pastel painted streets, historic yellow trams, and a thriving art and design scene, Lisbon is one of the oldest cities in Europe, famous for its iconic custard tarts, pastel de nata, and amazing food culture. Hi, my name is Mia and welcome back to my travel series. In this video, I'm going to share the best things to do in Lisbon over 3 days, from incredible food to exploring picturesque old neighborhoods. Here's why we loved Lisbon and how to make the most of your trip. Enjoy! Our first dinner was in Lisbon's Michelin Guide listed restaurant, Prado. My boyfriend had booked this restaurant for my birthday dinner, and it is the first farm-to-table concept in Lisbon, meaning it serves fresh, seasonal dishes prepared from local farmers, fishermen, and wine producers. And everything you'll have here is 100% Portuguese. This restaurant comes up on many food bloggers' Lisbon's best restaurants guide, and we also realized later that it was featured on our favorite food YouTube channel, Top Jaw. The interior blends creativity, a hip vibe, and informal fine dining. Arc Studio transformed this early 19th century factory, abandoned for over 20 years, into a warm, inviting space. The design preserves its industrial charm, featuring pulley system draped in greenery and high ceiling that floods the space with natural light. Embracing nature and sustainability, the owner opted for a minimalistic contemporary style with natural finishes, lush greenery, and Scandinavian furniture, perfectly complementing the restaurant's innovative cuisine. Prado's menu is all about sharing plates, and they have an amazing organic wine selection, which you can also see from their wine cellar. I'm allergic to dairy, and half of the menu did contain dairy, but we still had plenty of selection, which we struggled to choose from. We ordered sourdough bread, which came with pork fat dip instead of butter, and smoked quail egg and beef tartare small bites, marinated sardine, which was my favorite, and then cod with cabbage sauce and mushrooms with cured ham on top, which was so creamy and delicious. We really enjoyed the contemporary menu and was perfect place to start our little trip in Lisbon. The LX Factory is a vibrant, creative, and cultural hub that is a must-visit for anyone exploring the city. Located in the Alcantara district, this former industrial warehouse complex has been transformed into a space filled with trendy shops, unique restaurants with terrace spilling out to the streets, alongside fantastic gift stores. To get here from central Lisbon, you can take a bus or tram, but we've decided to take a lime scooter so we could enjoy the city view, which was about 30 minutes ride, and it was a bit scary, but so much fun. You can probably spend a good few hours here exploring streets covered in street art, have a few drinks under the sun, and one of the highlights here was this iconic bookstore, La Devagar. Clearly don't know how to pronounce it, but it is called one of the most beautiful bookstores in the world. It's an old printing press, and there are towers of shelves filled with books and quirky flying bicycle installation, which creates somehow a magical atmosphere. As you make your way upstairs, you'll discover a small record shop tucked into the space. It's a hidden gem where you can browse vinyl records while enjoying the cool tunes they have playing. One of the absolute must treats in Lisbon is this famous custard tart, pastel de nata. For the original, Pasties de belem is the place to go. This historic bakery has been serving its iconic tart since 1837 and using a secret recipe passed down for generations. We'd heard about the long line, so we visited later in the day and we got in pretty quickly. The cafe looked small from the outside, but it was surprisingly spacious, with charming tiled walls and a lively atmosphere made it feel like we were back in time. You sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon and it just works so perfectly with creamy custard inside and a crispy caramelized chop. Not too sweet, but just so perfect. Honestly, we were so tempted to get another one, and it was such a touristy spot, but the price was surprisingly cheap. Across the streets from Pastie's the Belem, we couldn't ignore a store glowing with neon lights. As we got closer, we realized it was a shop entirely dedicated to sardine cans. This quirky store is called the Fantastic World of Portuguese Sardines, and they have several locations around Lisbon. Sardines are a famous delicacy in Portugal, not just for their taste, but also for their cultural significance. Sardines are abundant in Portuguese waters, making them a staple in their local diet for centuries. The store had such a fun vibe. They had so many sardines packed in cute, colorful cans, some even featuring ears on them, which made them perfect for souvenirs. They also had premium options like octopus, my favorite, and other fish like salmon and shrimp, and honestly, the adorable packaging alone made us want to buy them all. It's definitely not where locals buy their everyday canned fish, but if you come across one, I think it's worth checking them out, browsing their selections. It's quite unique and fun part of exploring Lisbon. One of the most best dinners we had in Lisbon was at Tapisco. This was our favorite. We cannot recommend this place enough. It's a restaurant combining Portuguese and Spanish cuisine, known for its modern take on tapas and petiscos, Portuguese small plates. This spot offers casual yet refined dining experience, and it's a Michelin restaurant. We found out about this place on Top Joe as a must place to visit, and we had to try it out, and after our experience, we can absolutely see why. We actually booked another Tapisco restaurant by accident, which happened to be in the Netherlands, so we had a little panic moment, but luckily they could squeeze us in after a 20 minutes wait. The interior at Tapisco strikes as a perfect balance between retro charm and contemporary design, and the open kitchen concept adds a lively touch. When you can see chefs preparing dishes right before your eyes, it just adds like another level of experience. We ordered octopus salad, which is a must-try, then duck rice, jamon iberico croquetas, then salted cod with egg yolk. They were all amazing, and we'll definitely be back to try other plates on the menu. Tucked away off in a residential area, we came to this cute little cafe to have our breakfast. Magnolia is a bistro and wine bar and is located opposite to beautiful square, and it was open as an extension of the owner's living room. It has a beautiful ceiling features, and the atmosphere is so charming that if you are local, it's kind of place that I want to spend a perfect day reading a book and soak up the sun. The breakfast menu was beautiful. I ordered French toast with bacon and fried eggs, and my boyfriend ordered sourdough with salmon. It was so delicious and just aesthetically pleasing. It was also perfect portion, not too big, not too little, since we wanted to save a place for lunch later. After having breakfast, we wanted to maximize our day to explore Lisbon's Old Town. Lisbon's Old Town is an absolute dream to explore, but let me tell you, this city is built on 7 hills, so be prepared for some serious workouts. Thankfully, Lisbon has one of the most charming solutions for this, the iconic yellow trams. So the Old Town area is called Bairro Alto, and there are a few funicular you can take to go up, but we took the one which is called the Gloria funicular, and this one takes up all the way to the cute viewing point in a small park. The ticket is about €3.8 per ride, and it's a very short ride, and it gets up to the top within a few minutes, but it was so cute experience. It felt like so retro. The park you can look down to Lisbon's town is called Miradouro de São Pedro de Alcântara, and it's literally next to the dropping point of the Gloria funicular. After wandering around the old town, we stopped at this cute bar to get some refreshments. We had walked past at night the other day and looked very buzzy, so wanted to check it out. This bar turns out into a DJ set in the evening, but in the daytime it was very calming and laid back vibe, even though it's a very touristy area. And we ordered some Porto tonic, which was what we needed to rest our legs. Next stop is Jardim. Apparently this place is known locally for the king of chicken, and we basically also saw this on Top Jaw's recommendation that this place was the best place to have Portuguese famous char-grilled chicken. Few of our friends also recommended this place and has been told that there is always like some queue. And when we got there, there was some queue, but it moved fairly quickly. We got in after like 10 minutes. The menu is fairly straightforward. You pick your main and your sides. We went for the 2 portions of chicken since it was the most famous thing, with fries and salad. And to be completely honest though, we found the chicken a bit underwhelming. Maybe it was because the restaurant was so busy, I don't know what, but perhaps we had super high expectation. It didn't really come with any sauce or gravy, just a bottle of peri-peri oil on the side. And while the chicken was like okay, it didn't blow us away. Having said that, it was incredibly affordable. Like our meal for 2 cost just like 36 euros, so it's definitely good value for money. While it wasn't our favorite stop, it might be worth trying out for yourself if you're in the area. If you're visiting Lisbon for the first time, I really think St. George's Castle is a must-see. It's a perfect spot to soak in the city's history, heritage, and those amazing panoramic views. The castle sits on the tallest hill in Lisbon, so it's a bit of a walk to get up there, but totally worth it. We paid about 12 euros to get in, and you can wander around the towers and explore the gardens, which are full of like peacocks. Really, really amazing. There are a few viewpoints where you can take in the most stunning views of Lisbon, and the weather wasn't great for us when we went, but we visited towards the end of the day when it was less crowded, and it gave us time to really enjoy the park and the views. Our last meal, we wanted to change a bit from tapas style restaurants, so we came to try this Italian at 00, which we've been recommended by another tourist we've met on a trip. It had a really good review on Google, so we were excited to come here, and it didn't disappoint us at all. We were taken outside seating to this beautiful garden, and honestly, it was so buzzy, and we couldn't tell that from the outside at all. Very great vibe. We ordered fairly simple menu. I had tomato pasta, and my boyfriend had some ham pizza, which was both so simple but amazing. We would 100% recommend here for your chill dinner, or come in the daytime and enjoy the sun in the garden with a few drinks. And that was everything for today's Lisbon's guide. I hope you guys found it inspirational and enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. That would mean a world to me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!